Hey, Natsu here. Hopefully this works. So since I had well, I'm supposed to do my 700 special, sub special. I was asking myself between two, and I've chosen this. So this is going to be: what if My Hero Academia was like Little Garden, and the world of Little Garden. Little Garden is a world in an anime called Problem Childs Are Coming from Another World, aren't they? So, the way most things work in there is that people can be born with powers, which are called gifts. Well, some people are born with those, and those people are brought to Little Garden, which is basically a space, well, not a space, but a place um, that basically people can play gift game, which they can bet practically anything in it as long as both parties involved are okay with basically what the other places as a bet or reward or whatever. The game can go. If you lose, you're obligated to give it. People can bet money, land, um, their own body, or even their gifts. So, in this one, in this what if, My Hero Academia world is the exact same in terms of how it looks. The difference is that they didn't call the powers quirk, they called them gifts. Gifts. And when they basically started showing up, the way people actually learned that they had them was by the gifts being used. But at some point, people found out that they could actually see the name of their gifts, as well as every other gift they can get if they beat someone in a gift game that basically places their gifts as a bet. So let's say someone decided to, let's say, I'm going to give an easy example. Most villains try to steal money, attack people, kill people, but those that want to have more powers will force people into gift games that they could win. Well, the victim could win, but the game is heavily placed so that the villain will win almost every time. All for One doesn't need to do that. He still has, All for One, which allows him to steal the quirks of people. This time it's gift that he steals, since that's basically how they call them. Um, One for All will also be in this, the quirk, I mean. And just like in the anime and manga, basically at first it's going to only be One for All, and later unlocking more powers. Deku will get One for All in this, but he also has a gift of his own before it happens. So yeah, heroes are still the same. Hero School is the same. Most of the time, people that actually play gift games, which everyone basically can just do it if they want to, basically bet money or prizes and stuff like that aren't their powers. But some people actually do that. Basically, stuff like, oh, I want this thing, but I don't have the money or something to bet. I'm sure I can win it. I'm going to put my gifts on the line. Not everyone does that, but sometimes it happens. And a lot of times, people who do that can lose their quirks. Well, gifts. So, everyone in Class 1A and Class 1B, the teachers, and everything like that will still have the exact same powers. The only difference is Deku, who is not born quirkless. I'm just going to call them quirks anyway, instead of gifts every time, but still. So, Deku was born, and just like any other child, he doesn't know about his gifts yet. He really, well, just like in the anime My Hero Academia, quirks aren't automatically there. This time, in contrast to the anime, it's not like, oh, there's a bone missing or something. People will only know it when it actually activates. And some people do have gifts, but they don't know it. The way to know it is literally with a card that they can have that basically shows every gift that they have. This is given to them by a specific group of people that call themselves Game Masters. Those people basically what they do is that they can set competitions where different parties can enter, and they give a prize in the end that they have chosen. Those people have the power, well, the capacity to give the cards. Other things that are in the world is basically a higher force that can't actually act except for three things. One, when people start a game, it will make a page appear with every rule, the rewards, and everything like that. And if both parties accept it, the game is launched. 2. If one of the party break one of the rules, it instantly calls it a loss and gives the reward to the winning party, or the one that didn't cheat, or break a rule, or whatever. And 3, it can give direction to some people that have a very special type of gifts. Rare are people that are like that, because the way it works is that those people are directly connected to it, so they can act as a game master. So yeah, not every game master has that ability, but a lot of people who have these abilities, well, the ability to basically communicate with that higher force, to know if someone is breaking the rule or if something is happening. Most of them do become game master because, well, it's basically easier for them and it's a good job that does get them money. So most people do that when they have that power. So now let's go for Izuku. Just like in the anime, for a while Deku and Bakugo are friends, up to when Bakugo gets his quirk. He goes to a quirk, to a gift, give a, well, a game master to basically get a gift card. Inko not long after that brings Izuku to one to basically see if he has one, because Deku still wants to be a hero. Though compared to in the original My Hero Academia, if he doesn't have a gift, he can still get one at another point if he plays a game. Because a lot of Game Master can give prize that are physical prize or gifts that are basically, well, that can range to only useful in specific situation to pretty damn powerful, depending on how hard the game is. So basically, they give him one, and his ability on the card is basically marked as unknown, which basically means that not even the higher force that basically knows about practically everything doesn't know what his ability is. But he does have one. I am not going to say exactly what it is for now. Actually, this is just part 1. Well, part 0 to be honest, because it's basically world building. Basically, the reason that Deku's gift is unknown is because of how it will work. But yeah, so when he gets back to school, because of the name of the quirk, most people think that it's so weak. Well, most people think that, oh, it's a quirk that's it's a gift that you have, but it's not unlocked yet, so you can't actually use it, so it's unknown what you have. But Bakugo being, well, basically having been praised for the power he has, basically says, or it's because it's so weak that not even the, well, they call it the, sorry about that. Basically, the higher force, what they call it is, well, gift master or game god. So, why gift master is because normally it knows every gift, and basically the cards are a piece, well, not really a piece, but more like a physical manifestation of its own power. Basically showing, yeah, this is what you have. So that's why Gift Master, but Game God is also because, well, it knows about every game that happens, every bet, every reward, every rule that are placed. It knows it instantly. But yeah, basically, Bakugo just tells Deku that it's probably because it's so weak that not even the gift master is able to know what it is, and that it's probably not going to do anything, and basically starts bullying him, with everyone following in later because, well, yeah, Deku's gift never really showed up, or at least that's what they think. So, after that, up to a certain point that I'm going to get back in part 1, Deku will stay like this. So, now, one thing that I have to precise a bit more. The way the games, the gifts, and basically how hero schools works and stuff like that. First, the games. The games can range from a simple game of luck, like, let's say, a game of card or a roulette or something like that, to all the way up to a battle to the death. Which most heroes don't like going that far, but a lot of villains basically do that. Or you die or you give up. Nothing else. And most villains, when they enter in a battle against a hero to the death, they won't take the I give up for an excuse. The game will be ended, they will have won, whatever the reward is, and then they'll kill the hero most likely. While if a villain give up, well, they basically get sent to jail because, yeah, you're able to catch capture him. But yeah, basically, most games for normal people are stuff like that. Game of luck, some small battles depending on what gifts you have. Um, Games like chess, stuff like that, or treasure hunts. Basically, a treasure hunt isn't in the anime. Problem childs are coming from another world, aren't they? That's more something that I do. Basically, a treasure hunt is something that a game master does. He prepares multiple prizes and basically use a map card, which a map card is basically kind of like a teleporter, but at the same time, it's not really. When a map card is used, you are sent to a pocket universe that can be extremely large, where basically the inside can be viewed by practically anyone on the outside, but you cannot see the outside. You can move freely depending on what it is, but it can range from a simple town looking place to a desert to in the middle of an ocean to an island to a frozen tundra. Basically, there's a lot of things. When those are used, the people that participate in the game are basically sent to it, placed in different parts of it, and basically they get told, okay, do the game, just go and start. So a treasure hunt is the game master preparing multiple prizes, which can range from simple trophies, money, um, paper telling you've won this type of land, or oh, you are now the owner of a certain thing, to all the way to being a gift card that give you a gift. Those are pretty rare in terms of games because most of the time when those are basically well, when those types of games are hold, the people that go and do them are people that are or already rich or have powers that allow them to be faster, stronger, or stuff like that compared to other people, which allow them to find the um, well prizes a lot easier. So most of the time there are requirements that you need to have in order to actually participate. There's going to be one in this, probably a, probably two. For now, all I have are scripts up to the sports festival. So for now, that's all I have. But still, um, so yeah, basically, Gives Game can go and have a lot of things and multiple different prizes. Now, the way game masters work, most of the time they're not needed, since game master is well a group of workers. Basically, it's a job. But anyone can be one if they have a prize that they can give someone else if they participate. So you don't have to be, well, to have the job of Game Master to be one. But you won't get money, well, you won't get paid for basically being one if you do it for yourself. That's the difference. Um, like I said, some game masters have the capacity to be directly connected to the higher force, the game god or gift master, depending on what you're going to call it. I'm going to call it gift master for most of the time. But basically, Um, they have the capacity to make higher tier of game. Like anyone can launch a gift game, but game masters put can make competitions or games that are a lot more dangerous and that have a lot higher prizes. They have, well, some of them have specific building design to them, not design, but that are directly made for them that can basically act as teleporters. Since mm, multiple game masters are basically not bound to a single place and actually work in different places. So people with precise gift basically were tasked with making buildings that can teleport everyone in a specific room to another place that have the same inputs. So game masters, not all of them, but a small part of them, about 3% of them, have those types of rooms that can transport them to any place that they actually own. Now, for the villains, most of them are basically normal crooks that steal, destroy, and other stuff like that. But there are some groups like, um, well, All for One's group that basically force people into gift games to steal their gifts. Except when All for One comes out himself, which all he needs to do is grab the person and he steals it. But when it's not him, they need to play a gift game. So, Shigaraki and the others, yeah, they'll probably try to kill some people and or steal their gifts. Quirk. Now, for the way the hero school works. Basically the same way as normal. That's quite easy to explain. They train heroes. Sometimes they give them, well, not really cores or gifts, but more like equipments that basically allow them to use their quirk easier. Basically like the anime, but this time, since, well, the way the gift card work, it shows the gift you have, but it can also hold items if they are directly in your possession. So, heroes can have their entire arsenal just into their card, making it a lot easier and sometimes a lot harder depending on is happening. You cannot take the card of someone and tell him you can't use it anymore. You can grab the card of someone else and basically see what's on it, but you cannot force someone to stay away from their card. If they want it or need it, it will instantly come back to them. Which is basically why villains can't just take the card of someone and say, I have your gift now. They also can't just take the card and kill the people. The card will disappear because it is basically linked to the person's soul. So, yeah. Uh, yeah, that's about it for explaining that. So, yeah, this was part 0. Tomorrow I'm going to go and do the next part on what if My Hero Academia was a bit like One Piece. So be prepared for that. I don't know when I'm going to do it. So yeah, If you liked the video, give a like. If you want to subscribe. And yeah, I'm going to leave a link to my Discord in the description. Come and join us if you want to. There's a lot of things there. So yeah, hope you liked it. Natsu, out.